What's going on, guys? Cosmos here. Hope you're ready for some more Marvel heroes. Today we're looking at Wolverine. Now, I'm sure Wolverine needs no introduction, but he is a melee hero with healing powers, claws, and an indestructible skeleton. Now, Wolverine has three trees, just like every hero. First tree is claws. It has your basic attacks and AoE claw attacks. His ferocity tree has his mobility and berserker powers. And Weapon X has healing, passives, and conversion talents. I've also marked on here the level at which each power is unlocked. Wolverine also has an extra resource called Fury that generates when he is attacked. It's based on the number of attacks, not the incoming damage. So if you're getting attacked very quickly for small amounts of damage, you'll generate Fury very quickly. First, we're going to be looking at his basic powers. So his basic attack is called Quick Slash, and this is just a claw attack for a cone of damage in front of you. The first upgrade for that you get at level 10. It's called Bloody Slash. It does the same thing, but it adds a bleed effect, so damage over time, and a slow to your attack. So you can see it here, you can slash and then kite your enemies, and they'll slowly die before your eyes. Now, the last upgrade for his basic attack is called Hack and Slash. You get this at level 20. And what this does, it does very nice damage, and when you kill an enemy, you do an AoE attack with your claws. So anytime the screen shakes, see there, that's the Hack and Slash proccing for extra damage. It's very good for mowing down a bunch of trash mobs. I wouldn't recommend it for bosses. You probably want to stick with Bloody Slash, and we'll look at that later. Wolverine's first AoE ability is called Riven Sweep, and you get this at level 4, and it's just a circle around you in melee range. It hits everyone for decent damage. I really like this attack. I used it all the way through level 30, leveling up. The upgrade for that is called Scattering Rend. You get it at level 28. And it does the same thing, but it also has a knockback. I don't like this as much because then you can't just mow them down. You have to go chase after them again. I guess it'd be good at higher levels when you might be getting pummeled, but I don't think your group's going to appreciate the knockback. Getting into mobility powers, you start the game with Furious Lunge, which is a charge that goes through enemies and knocks them down. This has a set range, so you go the same distance every time you use it. And then at level 14, you can get Slashing Leap, which is a targeted jump, and it also applies a dot to enemies when you land. I like both of these abilities. I keep them both on my bar. Furious Lunge for charging through empty space to get to a boss, and Slashing Leap to initiate on enemies. I think you're going to like both of these a lot. They make Wolverine very mobile. The next power is Brutal Slash. This is a direct damage attack that also stuns enemies that are bleeding. You get it at level 2. It's an interesting attack, but I haven't used it too much. Let me know if you've had luck with it. The upgrade for this is called I'm the Best There Is. At level 30, it's the last ability you get, and it's very powerful. It does something like 10 times as much damage as your other attacks to enemies that are below 50% health. So I recommend it for boss fights where the boss is going to be below 50% for a lot of the fight, and this is like an execute. Does crazy damage in the late game. You're really going to like this one for boss killing, and for pretty much all of endgame, this will be your go-to move against bosses. Now we're going to look at Wolverine's conversion powers. So basically these allow you to convert resources such as Spirit into Fury, Fury back into Spirit, and Fury into Health. So Unleash the Beast at level 22, you channel this ability and it lets you turn Spirit into Fury. Now, once you have all this Fury and you're fighting enemies, you use Cage the Beast to regenerate your Spirit from Fury, and then you can use regeneration boost to heal back up using fury. Now we're going to look at Adrenaline Rush and Feral Growl. So Adrenaline Rush is just a basic ability that makes you faster and gives you a little dodge. So you pop this, then you can outrun basically anything you'll see. Feral Growl is a fear effect. So you get close to enemies, you pop Feral Growl, and they'll run in fear. I'm not crazy about either of these abilities, just because Adrenaline Rush, you already have 2 charge abilities, and Feral Growl, I'm not big on knockbacks and fears. These could be good in the survival missions at the end of the game. Bloody Victory is a healing ability that you use after killing an enemy. So once an enemy goes down, then you can pop Bloody Victory to get an instant boost of health. So I actually really like this ability. You can use it after every single enemy you kill, and your health will never go down. You can see I use it in between everyone here, and my health is staying at full. So this is really good for leveling, for mowing down enemies without having to stop to channel your other heal. Now, Berserker Fury is an ability that exclusively uses your Fury, and depending on how much Fury you have, you get more attack speed and crit chance. This is an excellent ability against bosses. You can pop this and do big time damage very quickly. Now we're going to look at Wolverine's passive abilities. He has 3 passive abilities. The first is Healing Factor. This is his basic mutant power. It gives you very nice passive regen, and it also gives you life on hit when you're attacking enemies. Adamantium Skeleton gives you extra physical and energy defense, and it gives you tenacity, which basically is your ability to stand up to knockbacks and stuns and knockdowns. The last one is called Feral Senses, and this is just your basic reveal enemies on the minimap, so they show up as little red dots. Many heroes have this. You can also pick it up through items. It's a good one to put a point or 2 in. Smell Weakness is a debuff that you put on enemies to reduce their defense. This is good for your whole party, do a little extra damage. The next ability is called Can't Keep Me Down. This makes you immune to stun and movement impairing effects, so you can see it here against the Chain Thrower. These guys make me crazy, so this is a nice ability to use then. The last ability we're going to look at is Wolverine's ultimate, Savage Recovery. When I first read the tooltip for this one, I thought it was kind of lame, but after using it, I think it's one of the best ultimates for boss fights. You can use it after dying or at low health, and it makes you a beast. You attack and move faster, get big time health regen, and you get an awesome animation for 30 seconds. I think it's pretty sweet. You're going to want to pop this on bosses because it has a 20-minute cooldown, so you can't be using it all the time. But I think it makes Wolverine an asset in the endgame content. I hope you like this video, guys. Please let me know what other heroes you want to see, what other types of content you would like to see. I think I'm going to be doing some build videos for Wolverine and Cable this week, and then I'll be branching out into some other heroes. If you haven't seen my Cable 101 video, you can click on the link there. And also, please subscribe, because I'll have a lot more content coming out soon. Thanks a lot, guys. See you next time.